Happy New Year Eve, everyone. 2024 is almost gone. It's almost time for 2025. I'm Semi-Retired Bob, and I thought I'd just give you a few more thoughts as I take a quick walk out here on this cold morning. Because I've been working on some things to get ready for, since I know a lot of you are going to start your carnivore diet tomorrow. The first thing to know is if you haven't already started your transition, that's the thing to do first. Now, I got away with just jumping right in, standard Western diet one day, carnivore the next, but I did have that did cause prolonged bathroom issues. Most people say it only lasts a few days. Mine lasted a couple of months. And I think in part of that is because I jumped straight in without a transition. I used to say, I don't think it'll actually hurt you. But after listening to a lot of Professor K talk about this subject, I have pretty much changed my mind on that. So, if you haven't actually started a transition by cutting down the carbs over this holiday season, that's what you need to do tomorrow. Start with just eliminating some of them. And over a 4 to 6 week period, lower your carb intake, up your meat and fat intake, until you get as close to 100% carnivore as you want. Now, those of you that have already done your transition, or you've been keto and you're going to jump right into World Carnivore Month tomorrow, I think that should be perfectly okay. Just remember, as you're starting the carnivore diet, I'm not saying you need to take electrolytes forever, but I've seen a few posts about keto flu and that kind of stuff. Or as Dr. Berry says, the carnivore cleanse. You just need to make sure you've got some kind of an electrolyte mix, whether you make it at home with salt, potassium, and magnesium, or you buy one of the mixes from wherever. Even if you're going from keto to carnivore, you're going to see some reduction in inflammation right off the bat. And what that means is your body starts flushing all that stuff out of your system. And unfortunately, it can take your electrolytes with them. And that's where a lot of people run into, they don't feel so good, they don't have much energy, they get cramps, that kind of stuff. So just be aware of it and take a good electrolyte mix when you first start, and then you can slowly wean it back as you get deeper into it, and then just stop when your body feels good. Because, I don't use an electrolyte mix every day anymore because I have a really good salt. I use Redmond's Real Salt. And there are plenty of the other things in beef. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick today, Dr. Berry kind of stole my thunder by releasing his video this morning, but that's okay. He's much more of an expert on this than I am. The reason I recommend, first off, let me say I have no qualifications to recommend anything. I'm just an old retired truck driver. But if you're choosing to start your carnivore diet, at the first of the year, tomorrow, I would start with beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Because we know a vast majority of the people out there don't have reactions to those. There are some that have reaction to certain things they cure the bacon with. And if you happen to be one of those people, just start with beef, butter, and eggs. But the thing I wanted to talk about here real quick is cheese. The reason I don't suggest putting cheese in your diet right off the bat is because you need to do 30, 60, 90 days of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And then you can try adding cheese back in. Some people react differently. Some people are absolutely fine with cheese. They eat a lot of cheese every day. I wish I was one of those people. The thing is, I don't have a lot of self-control when it comes to cheese. So if I've got cheese in the fridge and the package is open, it's very quickly gone because, it's just cheese. One or two more little slices to snack on is not going to hurt me. I have no self-control with cheese. So I tend not to use it at all. But if you're one of these people that can either A, use just a little bit and forget about it, or you don't have any bad reactions to it, then by all means, cheese is carnivore. Go right ahead. A couple of other quick things as I get back to the house here. Make sure that just before midnight tonight, you stop and lift your left leg off the ground so you can start the new year on your right foot. On the right foot. Gosh, I go to all that trouble to set up a joke and I mess it up. One other thing that I want to say, it's New Year's Eve. If you're going out somewhere tonight, please be careful. Don't do anything really stupid. Or, if you're going to be stupid, please do it so spectacularly that I get to see a replay on either Cops or America's Funniest Home Videos. Because I'm certainly not going out tonight. I've never really been much into the party scene. My idea of a perfect New Year, I'll walk on down to the corner here. I had a perfect New Year one time, back before Mom got sick and she was living in Florida. I was down to visit her for the holidays. And of course she lived at that time in a over 50 retirement community. And she had a New Year's Eve party at her house. About noon, 8 or 9 of her friends showed up. We played some cards. We had a lot of really good food, most of which I wouldn't consider food today, but this was way back when. We played some other games. We played some more cards. We ate some more food. And then they opened up a bottle of champagne. Everybody had a glass of champagne. We toasted the new year. And everybody went home to go to bed by about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. Because we were all older people. And that to me is a perfect way to spend New Year's Eve. I've already got my tickets and my outfit picked out for what I'm going to wear on the couch tonight. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, hopefully this year I've helped you just a little bit, or you've gotten a little bit of inspiration, or it's pushed you down the road onto your journey. If I've done any of those things for you, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Drop down in the comments and say Happy New Year. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're still here 10 minutes into the video, why not go ahead and subscribe? All those things are absolutely free and help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. But that's what I've got for you this year, folks. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks, and I'll see you next year.